It appears that Vitaly has changed Philippine law. Yes, that is Vitaly, the nuisance streamer who's been locked up in the Philippines pending trial for several crimes due to his nuisance streaming. Of course, it's a legal mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, and we've got a new news story on today's Fast Facts, a shorter version that gets you the quick and dirty facts that you need to know about these situations. So, we, of course, have been covering the case of Vitaly over in the Philippines as he's been locked up, as he's been pending trial for unjust vexation and perhaps other claims and causes. He has now been transferred from the Bureau of Immigration to the BJMP to a more local system. So that's one really, really big update. But now we have information that he may indeed be changing the law. And how did he change the law? Well, we know that with nuisance streamers, recording others is a big issue. And we now have, and this is courtesy of GMA, an update from the National Privacy Commission of the Philippines saying vloggers must blur bystanders in posts under new NPC guidelines. So to explain real quick, whenever you have nuisance streamers, whenever you have these content creators, the IRL streamers, they are capturing many other people other than themselves in these videos, including vulnerable people, children, disabled people, elderly, people that they have absolutely zero permission or consent to record, and they're using him for clout, for profit, and even to mock those people that really can't defend themselves. These are people that they are monetizing actively. And they're saying, hey, no, this is something that's got to change. So let's look over at the article and then we'll do a little analysis here. So vloggers are now required to mask images of bystanders in their post under the new guidelines of the National Privacy Commission. NPC Circular number 2501 on the guideline on the producing of personal data collected using body-worn cams aims to establish protocols for the protection of data subjects' data and their data's privacy rights. In an interview, the director said that the circular covers police officers, private security, and even vloggers. Vloggers are required to use the available technology that can mask the images of bystanders, especially children and other vulnerable individuals. So they have to go ahead and blur those people. They also should have an appropriate private notice on all their social media. Vloggers are further required to ensure transparency and provide accurate information to the data subjects prior to the commencement of any video recording activity. Nevia noted that the recorder must convey to the subject the data being recorded in an understandable language. So you have to get permission. You're having to get consent before you do this. The recording of the subject or bystander must also not be unduly oppressive. Violators may face criminal, civil, and administrative charges pursuant to the Data Privacy Act. That is what I like to see. And this is what we need when we're talking about enforcement against nuisance streamers, whether it's Vitaly, the Johnny Somalis of the world, or the other nuisance streamers out there. What we want to see is criminal consequences, things that can not only get them deported, but perhaps give them some time behind bars, or perhaps get them blacklisted from the country so they cannot come back for a certain period of time or forever. And this is a great way to do it with existing data privacy acts. And Philippines is not the only country with a Data Privacy Act. In fact, many other countries have very strong data privacy acts, especially in East and Southeast Asia, Japan, Korea, Thailand, Indonesia. There's plenty of data privacy acts out there that can be interpreted in a more stringent manner and can be used to cut off this form of streaming. And I think this could be a very, very good thing. Now, I know some people may be worried about overreach, but once again, what is this asking for? This is asking for simply protecting the vulnerable individuals out there and asking for consent. And I find absolutely no problem with either of those. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think these rules are fair? What do you think's going on with this? And what do you think's going to happen in the Vitaly case? I'll catch you on the next one.
Are you guys enjoying the stream today?